We are currently 3 months into 2026 at the time of recording this intro, and I have posted 2 videos, both of which were branded pieces of content which were planned for quite some time. And that leads me to ask myself the question every single day, it feels like at this point: has Nomad Scrambler fallen off? Today we're gonna find out, and we're taking out the 2019 Triumph Street Scrambler, which is looking oh so good. And you might notice a few different modifications on the bike, which I'm not gonna say too much about because I will ruin an upcoming video, because I'm currently backlogging a load of content in case what happens last year happens again this year, which is the winter in the UK is terrible and I have no content. Anyway, I'm going to quickly collapse that camera over there, get the bike good to go, and then we're going to get on the road because I've got a lot to talk about. There we go. Quick shoulder check, we're good behind. Number 1, just because I'm paranoid. And let's go. Welcome back to the channel, people. I'm Bash, and this is Nomad Scrambler. It's 2026, baby. Oh, yes. We're 3 months into the year. I've not posted near enough content, and well, my heated grips are turned off, so there's the first problem. Although it is 17 degrees today and it's absolutely lovely, it is not warm enough to not have heated grips on, especially in the shade. Cool. Okay, so what are my plans for 2026? Has Nomad Scrambler fallen off? Are the questions for today's video. And I'll be honest with you, I do think that Nomad Scrambler did kind of fall off towards the end of last year. I kind of ran out of content during the winter, and it's a problem that every UK motovlogger kind of faces, is what do you do over the winter? And well, I spent a lot of the winter kind of talking to brands, trying to get some stuff off the ground for this year. And well, Lone Rider obviously came on board for some videos, which was amazing. And it's my first experience working with a brand, which was cool. But yeah, I didn't really have any content that I could go and film, because as much as riding a motorcycle is the most fun thing you can do in the entire world, it is not the most fun thing you can do in the entire world when it's -2 outside and it's yeah, and it's raining. I got absolutely in the nose by something. I don't know if you guys saw that on the selfie camera. Oh, that one tingled. It tingled. However, I love this hill. What the hell? What the hell? Come on, girl. Yeah. So I've solved my own problems, which is amazing. I've solved my own problem. I've come up with a thing to do during the winter, as well as incorporate winter into Nomad Scrambler, because I do love riding this bike, and it is a really good bike for winter, believe it or not. But that's a whole separate video, believe it or not. I'm gonna say it again. What is wrong with me? 2026 and I can't remember how to motovlog. Right, we need to follow the signs towards Billingdon, and I'll tell you why a little bit later on. We do need to go towards St Leonard's first, so that's all good. Woohoo. Proper little twisty back roads this, but it was a nice little way to get out towards Berkhamsted, which is one of my favourite riding roads in the Buckinghamshire area. Cool, so right, yeah, we've kind of spoke about the fact that Nomad Scrambler had fallen off and why that was such a big deal. Well, I really want to push this channel in a direction in 2026, which means I can't afford for Nomad Scrambler to fall off. I feel like you guys aren't seeing me, even though I've checked this camera a million times. Yeah, so I want to... Which way am I going? Wendover, St Leonard's, that way. It's the only problem with these little roads. I don't actually know them very well, and I don't have my Quadlock on. So why is it a big deal that Nomad Scrambler's fallen off in 2025 and into 2026? Well, the direction that I want to take this channel, this riding season in 2026, requires us to have not fallen off. And recently, in the back end of 2025, I noticed a drop in viewership. I wasn't putting the content out like I was before, and the audience was reflecting that, and that's not ideal. So yeah, I think the quality of these videos, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but I think they're really good for a small channel on YouTube. What the hell? That is a big truck for a road down here, and it's kicking up a load of dust. And I've also got bugs on me. First bug of 2026. Yeah, so I think the quality's up there for the size of the channel, and I also think that I'm coming up with some original content, or original enough that it should be being seen by more people than it actually is. And like I say, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, idiot, Bellington's this way. Luckily for me, nothing's coming because it's the middle of the day. I think I'm coming up with some original content ideas as well, and I feel like they aren't getting the love they necessarily deserve on the channel. Now, that's not an issue for me as such, but in 2026 I want to push this channel and I want to grow it to 10,000 subscribers, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of YouTube, but when it's taken me 2 years to hit 1,600 subscribers, setting that 10k mark, and the ability to do more with the channel, and as the channel grows I'll be able to do more with it, is the problem. And the only way that that happens is by putting yourself out there and getting reach. And if you're not posting content, you're not creating reach, and if you're not creating reach, you're not getting people to watch your content, subscribe, all that good stuff. Pop, 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 pop. Public footpath, that is not the one, unfortunately. That would have been good though. I might have regretted where I'm going just looking at the state of the roads around here. But anyway, yeah, so I want to grow the channel to 10,000 subscribers because I want to start this custom bike project that I've been on about ever since getting to 1,000 subscribers. Now, if you have been following along the journey since the early stages when I was back in Norfolk, you'll know that I gave away a set of these gloves at 1,000 subscribers, and it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in pushing out gloves and gear to the community that have supported me in such a way. And the winner has actually received their gloves now, which is pretty mega. I got notification on Royal Mail when that happened, and I was like, yes, I've done it. I've done a giveaway, which was insane to think, and it was all my money that I put into it, which is even cooler. Yeah, so what are my plans for 2026 other than growing the channel? Well, as you might notice, there's more and more content coming out. Oh, I've done it again, man. I am terrible at this today. Just going to take it nice and slow around that. So other than getting to 10,000 subscribers, what is my goal for Nomad Scrambler in 2026? Well, one of the things I want to do is challenge myself more on the bike. I want to go to Thetford Forest, which is Norfolk, where I used to live. Yeah, I am aware of that. I'm going to go back to where I used to live, and I want to do more green lading. I want to do more trails, and I want to get good at it, so that when I go away on these longer trips, I'm not scared or intimidated by doing some of these green lanes. So everything that you're going to see is probably going to be building up towards that Thetford trip in the beginning of summer. After that Thetford trip, I want to go on more motor camps. I want to push more of this travel content because I really do love the idea of traveling more, especially on this motorcycle. It is one of the coolest bikes I think you can travel on. It looks good. It's relatively all right on the motorway. We'll talk more about that in a different video. And yeah, I've just loved what this bike opens up to me. I want to go to different places in the UK. I want to go to Wales again. I want to go to the Lake Districts. I want to ride mountain passes, and I want to travel on green lanes. And all of that is incredibly intimidating when you're not very good on your bike off-road. And the only way to get good is to go out and do it. So that is what I am trying to do. Get out, practice more, go ahead. And yeah, once I can travel more and I'm more confident on the bike, these trips are going to get bigger and better, and possibly even stuff like staying in Dartmoor, where it's pure wild camping, would be insane on this motorcycle. Next up, I want to ride the Scrambler 400 XC. Now, I slated the original Scrambler for it not being a proper Scrambler and not liking the look of it, but that's the beauty of motorcycles. If you don't like something, you can change it. I want to see how it stacks up to this, the Triumph Scrambler 900. And then, well, I want to ride the new Triumph Scrambler 900 because, well, is it worth the upgrade? Is it worth the money that it's up for? Is it gonna tempt me into getting rid of this and rebuilding a custom Scrambler? Or is it just the same bike with a bit of fancy packaging? I don't know. We'll see on that one. The verdict's out until I've ridden it. After that, I want to ride this Scrambler 1200. You can see where this is going. I want to ride every Scrambler in Giant's lineup. I want to know which one's the best and which one has the most capability on both on-road, for touring, and off-road. And there's only one way to find out, which is to just, well, ride them all. So yeah, once I've ridden all of the Triumph lineup when it comes to their Scramblers, I really want to ride the Triumph Bobber as well. I've got a thing for Triumphs at the moment. I don't really want to ride anything else. I just love the way they sound and the way they feel so far from what I've ridden in terms of offerings from Triumph. They all have this feel that's so nice, and that's something I want to explore. This year I want to go to more meets, I want to go to more places, and I want to just enjoy what this bike can offer and the places it can take me and the people that it can help me meet. It will be one hell of a summer if I can get down to Caffeine and Machine on a weekend when the sun's out, with good food, with the boys, and just enjoy it. This year is looking good. If you're excited for this year, leave a comment down below, like the video if you do, subscribe if you aren't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Is that the right outro even? I don't even know.